Good question.
That was almost bad for a second.
Eliminate all enemy Titans.
Alright, Dave, I'm backing you up.
Alright,
I'm gonna go with Yakahama.
I'll see what's over here on the left. They've already got the battery. There's 3 over here. Back up.
Oh, wow. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. 3, too much.
Nobody went left. Or car went this way.
Oh yeah, we're boned.
Oh, they got Fusion J too? When did they get Fusion J? I didn't even see that.
Friendly Titan attacking your target.
Alright, no shit.
You will be engaged by multiple Titans.
Got the Legion.
Critical damage sustained. Advised
Let's get the
defense.
Legion doomed.
Multiple Titans engaged. Advised to prioritize your targets.
Hey, you motherfuckers all die.
Oh, crap. Damn it.
Alright, alright. Oh, yeah, they got Fusion J. Way to go. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if he was there the whole time or what, but...
I don't remember. Well, I think I only saw like 4 load before we got the menu.
Oh.
So they probably got him afterward, but.
Eliminate all enemy Titans.
Nah, Dave, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one. Lion.
Critical damage. Utilize tripwire.
Oh.
You are being engaged by multiple Titans.
Did we blow up one of their Titans? Why do they have a pilot out?
Maybe one of them's being. Alright, we got 2 behind us. We're in trouble.
Reactor exposed. Severe damage sustained.
Crap. I'm down.
Eject. 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 Eject.
I got trapped. Trying to eject and it didn't work. Ah, man. Ouch.
Halftime. Control transferring to pilot. Power supply ready.
Ah, good old Faka. I haven't heard his
They're hitting
sweet melodramatic tone in 4, 5, 6 days.
Haven't heard it in a long time.
Are you getting that battery? Or you're not there? Okay, so I'm getting it, I guess. Am I the only one who went? I'm the only one who went this way. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Scorching tone in the dome.
Okay. I do have it. I do have a. Crap, we got.
Multiple Titans engaged. Advise you prioritize your targets. Friendly Titan is after the target.
Crap.
Multiple Titans are
Yeah, we're
engaging
cut
you.
off.
I
This is not
recommend
good.
targeting the closest enemy first. Critical damage. Take cover. You are outnumbered by hostile Titans. Friendly Titan down.
Bitch.
Enemy Titan eliminated.
How did he get a core already?
You just freaking smoke, guys.
That's a bad sign that I'm leading our team right now.
You're a leader, that's why.
Multiple Titans.
I'm leading kills.
Leading
not
us to
bad.
victory.
Well, I'm dead already.
You're leading us in morale as well.
Warning. Severe reactor damage sustained. Reactor is exposed. Ejecting.
Aw,
Almost got
I
that core off.
that was.
Let him have it. Get out of there.
Good old Fusion J.
Always makes it fun.
Makes everyone's lives better.
Let's see how quickly we get a match here. I do have to admit, I probably have to get to bed soon because I gotta still go in tomorrow. We're gonna have a long day.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I don't have many games in me tonight. Just
Yeah, figure out to play this a little bit.
yeah, my mom stole all my gaming time.
Well, you were on Dota, or were you just watching?
I was watching a replay of a tournament that's going on, and then my mom called, so I paused it,
Oh gosh.
and then I thought it was going to be like one of those quick 2-minute conversations, and ended up being forever.
Yeah, mothers have a way of doing that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, it's funny, this tournament in Dota 2, lots of controversy because it's an official major, and the company that is running it signed, and everyone always does this, they sign a streaming partner, and like 99% of the time it's Twitch, but this time they signed with Facebook, and everyone is complaining about it. And then this company, like, people are watching the game replays, and Valve a few months ago put down like guidelines for what you're doing if someone's running a tournament and you still want to stream that tournament, how you've got to do your own camera work and your own commentary, and you can't use any of the tournament stuff. And so everyone's like, okay, cool. And so people were doing that, and so everyone was watching it on Twitch with those people, and so they started filing DMCA takedowns of all the Twitch streams. And so it's been quite the crazy drama. And so Valve released a pretty strong statement today saying that only they are allowed to submit DMCA takedowns for Dota 2 content. And it's like, oh, okay, good. Yeah, Valve came down on the right side of that one.
Now, is that something they can actually do to that
Yeah.
YouTube would actually like respect or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, YouTube and Twitch would both, I mean, because they're the ones that own the game. So
yes.
they will, so basically, whoever's running the tournament, if they have a complaint about someone streaming their commentary or their camera work or whatever, they would have to go to Valve, and Valve would submit the takedown. And Valve would probably, depending on who it is, if it's just like an up and coming caster that's got like 200 people watching, they'd be like, it's not worth your trouble, dude. Don't be a dick for this. Whereas if it's a professional casting group doing it and using some of your stuff and monetizing things, and they've got 80,000 people watching, then they'd take it down, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, the whole purpose of this was to allow up and coming casters to cast professional games and kind of get known, you know?
So
But they still don't want like competing casting groups that didn't get the contract to go out there and cast against the official people, you know?
Gotcha. I will admit, in the times I've played Dota 2, I still am trying to figure out like what the obsession is, because like it's okay, but I don't think I could play it for like months and weeks and hours.
So part of the obsession, and I mean very much for me, and I'd guess for a lot of the people, is just how complex and difficult it is to learn. That you feel like once you kind of know what's going on, you're like, yeah, this is pretty awesome that I know what's going on, and all these other fuckers don't know anything about what's going on.
So is it all the inventory stuff basically?
Well, there's like 115 heroes or whatever, and all of them have their own separate set of 4 skills or so. And so they all have different mechanics based on those skills. And then there's, I don't know, like 80 items that you can get. And so it's those combination of items that you would have to combat what other people's combination of items and skills that they've got for their heroes and their 5 heroes on their team. That makes it crazy complex.
Yeah, maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe what it was what I've got is I don't think it's a actual full, because I don't have that many heroes. I don't have anywhere near that many heroes when I launch it.
Well, you have all of them automatically. For Dota 2, you have them all. They don't charge for heroes or anything like that, or you don't have to work to unlock them.
Okay, well I don't know that at least I haven't launched it in wow, it's probably been a couple of years now. But like,
yeah,
I only remember there being like maybe 30.
Well, there's like
hundreds.
The initial like default game mode that you start with is like a limited hero pool, where it's like 20 or 30 heroes or whatever in the pool.
Yeah. And
that's just so you have less to learn, basically. So you learn the basic mechanics that apply to everyone. Like, okay, this is how you buy items. This is how you take down towers and stuff like that. And then you can start learning the real nitty-gritty of it at a later point.
Gotcha.
But what really got me into it was watching the Internationals, their big tournament, right? So they call it TI, the International. So the 4th one back in 2014, TI4, I was watching. They had the regular stream, which was like the normal casters casting for the people that know what's going on, and they had a newbie stream for people that had no idea what the hell was going on. So they would explain the basic mechanics and go into more detail than necessary. And like, okay, they're buying this very basic item. They don't even need to explain what this item is on the regular stream. But here we're going to tell you what this does and why he bought this here and what importance that has and stuff like that. So they'd go over all that. And so I found that pretty interesting. I learned a lot that way.
And I can see that. I mean, I will admit, like, when I've read about it and I've looked at it, it's like, okay, the sort of all the different, there are a lot of items and a lot of items that sort of stack and, have different pluses and minuses associated with them. So it's like, okay, there's, some complexity there, I guess, but
yeah, it's a fun decision-making game. But I find it fascinating from like a spectator standpoint. Because I mean, football is super complex too. Do you watch football, Corbin?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I watch football, my dad never watched football when I was growing up, so I used to watch football every now and then. I had no idea what the hell was going on because no one in my family knew what the hell was going on. I was bored by football, and then I started playing football in high school and was playing Tecmo Bowl and shit in middle school, and I knew what was going on. Then I'm like, yeah, you know what? Football's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just thought it was stupid. People just running into each other. It's like, oh no, it's actually pretty complex and difficult to learn. So yeah, same kind of concept, but probably a much steeper learning curve.
Yeah.
Although much easier to actually play in your 40s than football.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Although it's funny, like your ranking, you know, they do a matchmaking rank is like just a number associated with how good you are. My number was steadily increasing as I was playing, and literally you can pinpoint the day I had my heart attack by my MMR, because you see it start to steadily go down right after that because of my meds clearly affecting my reaction times and stuff.
Oh, really? Wow, they're like doing that? They're fixing your action time? Like, I mean, are they making you tired or something, or what?
Yeah, they make me tired, but I mean, I've got ACE inhibitors and beta blockers, so like adrenaline takes a lot longer to pump through my system. Takes a lot more to actually get adrenaline to come out of my system, and just keeps my blood pressure down and my heart rate down and stuff like that. So it's not super noticeable on a normal day-to-day basis, but on Twitch games, like I notice in Titanfall all the time and some of it's just like old age. I'm like, you know, old age for video games, at least, of me not being 21 anymore with my 21-year-old reflexes, but
yeah,
some of it's the meds, I'm sure.
I'll say this, I don't think I ever had 21-year-old reflexes.
Someday maybe you'll get them.
Still working on them.
Yeah. Hey man, modern medicine's come a long way. We'll have 21-year-old reflexes soon enough. Yeah.
Well, I will say
Science
this.
will do it best to us.
So my brother-in-law is an optician, and so he was telling me about something that they're working on, these eye drops that the FDA is getting ready to approve.
Mm-hmm.
That they're like you start taking in your mid-30s, and they're fundamentally they actually manipulate your eye such that your lens is they'll prevent cataracts. You'll never get cataracts. You'll never get need reading glasses, and it'll actually start correcting your vision towards 2020.
Awesome. Sign me up.
Which I was like, but like you start taking them in like your 30s, and then you take like one drop in each eye a day, and then voila, you for the rest of your life you'd have 20/20 vision or whatever.
Yeah.
Over time. Now, I'm sure if you're at like, you're like 80, 80-60 right now or something, it probably doesn't. I'm sure it takes a while for it to fix it, but
yeah, like I'm sure it's like the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the work will happen in 20% of the time, and then the last 20% of the work will take 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Like the big corrections are easy, I'm sure. Just like those contacts that they came out a few years ago, where you wear them at night and it squeezes like your eyeball into the right shape, and then you take them out in the morning and your eye will slowly go back into the bad shape, but it pretty much takes all day for it to go back in there. So by the time you put them in at night again,
that does seem like it would just hurt.
That's not
I know.
dangerous.
I'm like, those sound really uncomfortable, and I probably would not sleep very well with those in. But they had a need for people that couldn't wear contacts or glasses because of various things,
So did you finally go see Last Jedi?
I still have not seen it.
Wow.
Since Christmas, I have had 3 separate instances where I've missed work because of myself being sick.
Oh, jeez, man.
I know, it fucking sucks. Yeah. I had like 12 days or something like that of PTO or something, right around there around Christmas, and I'm down to like 1.
Oh.
It's like, oh, God. I've been sick so much. All my kids have been sick. My wife has been sick.
Oh,
bad. Yeah. So, we went to, but it's like... And then this last weekend, we were thinking about doing it, but we had 2 birthday parties. And then the second one, the kids, the 2 older ones got sick at the end of the birthday party. Like, after they were just hanging around, and then they started not feeling sick And so she brought the 6-year-old one home because he threw up there. And so she brought him home, and the other one was just hanging out because we're friends with them and all that stuff. And then she got there, and the other one was not feeling well, and she had to drive him back.
Oh, man.
She's like, "Oh, I thought you could stay and we'd be here for a couple more hours hanging out, but nope, got to drive you back now too. Would have been nice to know that half an hour ago before I left the first time."
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think we're either gonna have to add some other things into the queue, or we're gonna have to quit out here, buddies. Watched it go from 13 minutes down to a second, 19 minutes again to 9 minutes. I'm betting that the other guys we hit were probably the only other people playing, and they're probably mixing in Brawl or something.
Could be. Let's see. I'm looking on the LTS group now too. None of them are playing Titanfall.
Yeah,
They're all playing Siege.
I've been solo queuing. So
I was like, oh, here's a couple people. Oh no, that's me and Corbin. Damn it.
But I will say I was laughing about I've now watched some games of PUBG. I don't understand why anybody would actually find that fun. It looks tedious as shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of tedium in it. I find it really fun to watch, but I would not find a whole lot of fun in playing because half the game is just like foraging.
Sounds like work.
Yeah, it totally does look like work too. But a game that just came out on beta a couple days ago is Sea of Thieves. It's like on a closed beta. I've been watching streams of that. That game looks kind of fun.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's like it's a game by Rare.
Okay.
So of course it's only on Xbox and the Microsoft Store. So that's already a deterrent. But it's like an online collaborative game where you get your crew of pirates together, and you're sailing around. You find maps, and it's mostly like co-op, but then there's PvP and stuff like that too. So you could run into other pirates on the islands, which doesn't happen too much. Most of it's out on the open ocean, where you run into other pirate ships, and then you have the old school naval battles of pulling up next to each other and hitting each other with cannons and trying to board the other ship and steal their shit and get onto your ship.
It's like the old Sid Meier games.
Yeah, that game was awesome. Pirates.
Yeah.
See, I went a little older school in Border Bomb on the Art of War at Sea. Did you ever play that one?
No.
It was really crappy graphics, but it was you had a naval battle where fundamentally it was a very basic game because it was back in the day.
Yeah, mechanics from back in the day. Yeah, it was basically rolling random numbers between 1 and 10.
No, it wasn't quite that bad, but you literally had 3 classes of ships. So you had like a frigate, capital ship or whatever, and then like a mid tier. And so like if you had a capital ship, it meant you had like a crew of like 100, and you had like 30 guns, and then you'd have a frigate, and it was sort of one of these games where like if you were a capital ship and you grappled a frigate, it would then go to a melee battle between people. It'd be like 100 versus 30.
Awesome.
And so it would be like, okay, the only thing you could do is adjust where your guys would come from. So you'd basically put all of them on the poop deck, because if you grabbed the flag, then you could win. And so you could actually take out a capital ship with a frigate if you were really smart about where you deployed your guys to.
Yeah.
But it was amusing. I used to play a lot of that game. I love that one. Like
That's pretty funny.
It was EGA graphics.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, this Sea of Thieves, it's kind of hard to gauge the full game on the beta because they said they made we're going against Marv. Awesome. They said they made the content for the beta specific for the beta to give you a feel for the whole game. So it's not like the whole game. It's just like, oh, here's different pieces of different aspects of the game.
Yep.
But it's a game
will look like. This is how it will play. We just don't have any content for it yet.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, you can play with a crew of 1. You can sail out on your own little small ship.
Nice.
Or you can have up to 5, I think, on a crew. 5 or 6. So it's funny just seeing people manning cannons, and then your ship starts sinking. Then you've got to go down and start bailing out water and boarding up the holes.
That sounds like work.
All while someone's steering and one person's trying to shoot, and hopefully they're not boarding and stealing your shit.
Fire slash suck. Right side is empty.
Is that Marv that's up?
Yeah, Marv's up.
Up.
I don't know where he went to though. He ejected, so he's running around, I'm sure.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. Friendly Titan down. Warning, enemy pilot attacking. Elevated threat condition. Multiple Titans attacking. Enemy Titan
Aw.
destroyed.
Got the North Star.
Friendly pilot attacking your target.
Thank God you guys got him, because I was about to eat it. Who's left?
Warning, hostile pilot on board. Warning.
Alright, he's in the mid.
Reactor damage.
I got
Enemy
core
pilot
if we
eliminated.
can, if I can live long enough.
He's
to use
almost
it.
doomed. There he is. See me raining down the thunderbolts? Oh yeah. I was lobbing satchels and throwing out thunderbolts. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
There was my laser core that entered as a.
Yeah, I saw it focus.
Control transferring to pilot. Power
Got
supply
4
ready.
kills that time? I only counted 4 points in our board.
Oh,
Wonder where
Oh,
I-
somebody might have ejected prematurely or something.
Yeah, but still, somebody should have gotten credit for killing him.
oh, they've got Tim Hugh on now with 0-0.
Almost had a lever.
Someone dropped. Yeah.
Tim Boo.
That explains our success.
I'm okay with it. I'll take it.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. You are being engaged by multiple Titans.
Ah, crap.
Elevated threat condition. Multiple Titans attacking.
I'm going up.
Friendly Titan down.
Ah. Oh, crap.
Device defensive system.
Oh,
Friendly
jeez.
Titan down. Enemy Titan down. Safety core ready. Warning.
Thunderbolts raining in.
Halftime.
Yeah, I lost track of you guys, and then all of a sudden I was surrounded and doomed.
Yeah.
A North Star, an Ion, and I think a North Star and 2 Ions.
Control initiated.
Yeah, that's not
Welcome
good.
back.
Plus, they got one guy that seems to be better than Marv.
Eliminate all enemy Titans.
What the hell? Crap.
You are engaging multiple Titans. Recommend Vortex Shield.
I said get in the guard mode.
Outnumbered 2-1. Defensive option. Tripwire mine.
Crap.
Multiple Titans engaged.
Son of a
Advise
bitch.
to prioritize the targets.
Freaking. I always hate how much range that North Star has.
Critical damage. Advise Vortex Shield. Laser core ready. Enemy Titan destroyed.
It's okay. I rained thunder bolts action onto Marv for killing you. Oh, it wasn't one of you guys. It
The
was
only Titan left.
some other random ion.
Pilot.
Warning. Critical damage sustained. Advise defensive systems. Disengage.
Aww.
Ah,
Just as I was about to unload the charge blast.
yeah.
What the hell gun is that?
That's the SMR.
Transferring control to manual operation. They're barely ahead of us. We can do this. Eliminate all enemy Titans.
Bet you I'm in his frag video.
Featured death.
Yeah. I opened up Yohoi's one frag video with like 3 or 4 deaths in a row. That was awesome.
Yeah, 2 around the corner. Oh, good on.
Warning. Heavy damage sustained. Warning. Reactor exposed. Protected casing compromised.
Aww. Ah.
Careful of the windows.
We're not coming back from this. Fall back. We'll get them next time.
Alright. Oh, eventually. Alright, unfortunately I do have to get to bed. It's
Yeah, I
too
think that's
late
it for
my
me.
blood at this point.
I'm good.
All right, GG's, boys.
Yep.
Take care. Good night.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Hey guys, got a cute little girl coming in today. She's 19, looks like she's much younger. $1,000 just because. May. Go ahead and take your top off, please. Okay, go ahead, come towards me. Okay, go ahead and take off your top. Would you hire somebody and pay them? Okay, go ahead and turn around. Okay, go ahead and turn around. Got a nice little abs on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and take off your top.
Let's see, I haven't done this so long.
What's that? Take off your top or
Yeah, somebody just usually rips it off.
somebody? Do you have a lot of sex? Those are nice. Do you have sex with a lot of guys?
No, not really at all.
Okay.
Pretty innocent little girl.
Well, you just said somebody rips it off. Okay, go ahead, come towards me. Those are gorgeous. What size are they?
34C. Natural, they're not.
Yeah, they don't look like.
They're not
implants.
fake, of course.
Those are very beautiful. Step back. When do you masturbate? Those are very beautiful. Step back. Can we keep looking at that camera? And go ahead and take off your underwear. Beautiful. Turn around. Keep showing. Okay, great. And come over here. And what I want you to do is keep standing, please. You're right. And what I want you to do is turn around, please. And what I'm going to have you do is, while you're standing, bend over, put your forehead in the back of the couch. Reach back with both hands and spread your cheeks.